What's up, y'all? We back.
Yeah, man. It's been a long time coming. What's good, everybody? You know, we just had a extended intermission. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Long time.
You know what I mean? But we definitely gonna still be in the building here with Overstand TV. You know what I'm saying? We gonna basically give y'all a little update of what's been going on. You know, because like we say all the time, life happens. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get this kicked off though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The topic that we're going to be speaking about today is a little more in my realm, or, you know what I'm saying, my subtopic I really like to get into is like, as far as like with the political, socio-economic relationships in our community, and, you know what I'm saying, what we need to do, or what I suggest, or different suggestions that we got, what we could do to get us back to where we need to be as a people. The topic we want to cover today, you know what I'm saying, we're going to get on this situation with this Kaepernick kneeling. I feel like it's a lot of misinformation being printed out, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, distractions, and taken away from the original point of why Kaepernick did what he did, and we're going to go in a little in depth with it. Basically, why did he take that knee, and what does it mean that he took the knee, and what's the goal? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you had anything to put on it before we started.
I like what you said about how people they forgot. Well, I don't even know if people know the original reason.
Yeah.
Honestly, at least at this point, people forgot why he took the knee. You know what I'm saying? Only because Trump has made certain comments and all that, and he changed everybody's whole perspective of why is this man taking a knee? And it has nothing to do with the flag as far as, you know what I'm saying, disrespecting the soldiers and nothing like that.
Right.
It actually get a little deeper, but just to keep it, you know, on the surface, you know, we talk about the people that look like us, how we're treated. You know what I'm saying? And the world just goes on when we treat it wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to jump too far into that, but we gonna cross that bridge. So
okay,
that's basically what I had to say on that part.
All right, for sure. Now let's get into why Kaepernick took a knee. Now, the narrative that's been set is that Kaepernick is taking a knee to basically boycott the military, or disrespect the soldiers, or disrespect the flag. That's the narrative that the media is trying to paint. And not to break off too far away from the topic, but what we got to understand is the role that the media plays in our society. The media is not just the news at 10 o'clock that does stories and reports on stuff. The media now has taken on many different forms, but it always has been multiple forms. It's been radio, TV, billboard, advertisement, newspaper. All that is the media. If it's reporting what's going on in the world, that's considered media. Even music. Music is media. That's why all these big companies that's multimedia, they hit on all them platforms. So basically, the people that controls media, or has media companies that distributes stuff, because the media isn't run by the government. I don't know if people are aware of that. The media is individual, privately owned companies with their own narrative that they want to put out. So I'm not saying that every privately owned company has an old racist white man that runs it and is trying to set out this information, but we got to be aware that that is a possibility. So just because something is being reported, or that doesn't make it fact. You know what I'm saying? We got to be able to use our best judgment to basically decipher a lot of the bullshit that's out here. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of misinformation, and they say it's bias. You know what I'm saying? It's called bias, or a slanted point of view, for a more simpler term. You know what I'm saying? Like if I like, you know, this is just an example. If I like the Atlanta Falcons, and I'm telling everybody about the game between the Falcons and the Patriots, if I'm on some bull crap, or I'm on some slanted stuff, I could go back and say, the only reason they lost is because the refs cheated, or the only reason they lost is because the other team was spying on the plays before the game. I could do that, and it could be a total lie, but because I'm the only one reporting, this is what people hear, and this is the perspective that they get, because media shapes your perspective. So,
Exactly.
so to bring it back to the Kaepernick situation, Kaepernick was basically sabotaging the reason he kneeled. The reason he kneeled was not to disrespect the military, it was not to disrespect the soldiers. It was a protest of the way our people, black people and people of color, are treated in America. It's to protest the treatment we've been receiving by the country, not for the soldiers fighting for us. I mean, it just so happens that the soldiers is fighting for a country that's oppressing us. So when he's kneeling for the national anthem, he's not saying, I don't appreciate the people that fought and died and risked their lives to protect us. He's saying, I'm protesting this country that's having people fight and die and risk their lives just to come home and still be put in that same boat. You know what I'm saying? The same box in the same boat. You got people of color that's in the military that'll tell you, you know, I did all this, and when I came home, it's like Jay-Z said, it's still nigga. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean nothing. And then, you know, so the narrative was changed why he was actually kneeling.
And then there's also like he had to get I respect his choice, because when you're doing the national anthem,
Yeah.
it's like an escape from reality.
All
now you
eyes
gotta
on
pretend,
me.
now you gotta pretend like, okay, everything is right in our country.
Right.
Everybody's treated
Everything's
good and all that.
great.
And I think he picked up on that. It's like, you know what? Ain't everything is all right. Like, we're not unified. We're not none of that. You know what I'm saying? After we get done and do this song and sit down, somebody actually probably getting popped right on together in your anthem. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
So I do respect his choice of taking that knee and doing it peacefully. So anything we do, they always say have a peaceful protest. That doesn't work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We keep it to ourselves. They always say, don't talk about politics and religion on the job and all that.
Right.
There's nothing we can do right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, when do we talk about it? Do me and you just talk about it behind closed doors and think the whole world's gonna change?
Right. That's what they.
The message is not gonna get out there. So he has to do what he has to do, especially on that platform.
Right.
Risking millions of dollars so we can wake up and I found myself, I stopped where I stopped at, because I found myself repeating myself all the time. Because no matter what year it is, we find ourselves in the same position every single time. And hopefully what he's doing right now, it make a change, because I could tell that, especially on my Facebook, my TL, people been acting crazy about the first week. They act like they couldn't do it.
Boycott.
We talk about one week,
Sunday.
And you're acting crazy like that. And then this is when I knew the change. How people are so petty out there. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about us black people, sometimes we joke too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. And I respect when Kevin Hart came out with Laugh at My Pain, because this is why we joke. To get through the pain. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing, but sometimes it's a bad thing, because when it's a serious situation and people see us laughing at it, they're going to think it's okay and think like, oh, they get over it. We're going to laugh with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like y'all making jokes the first week when people are supposed to be boycotting. Y'all throwing it all over the TV. Touchdown. The game ain't even start yet. You talk about touchdown such and such.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, we got to learn how to be serious. We got to learn how to turn it off and turn it on. And we like, that on switch is broken. They don't want to turn off. You know, but keep going.
Right. To hit on, to continue what he's talking about, when we don't take things serious. Don't get me wrong, man. Like, life isn't about always being serious and being militant and, you know, sacrificing and struggling. Life too short to only contain that. You know what I'm saying? But about anything I do, anything I participate in, life in general is about balance. Like, right now, we have no balance. We either one thing or the other. You know what I'm saying? You got extreme hardcore people they don't even want to have they don't want to have the least bit of fun, you know what I'm saying? Because everything, you know, this is where they get the jokes from. Everything is the white man holding us down. And you know, we don't want to be those people either that just takes it, I would say, overboard. Because that kind of, it does as much damage as it is to the person that's not engaged at all or that's quote unquote sleep as it does, you know what I'm saying, either way. Because it's like, that's where they get all the hotep jokes and the stay woke jokes. That's where all that come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'd be like, oh yeah, Les got on white stripes. That's a symbol of the 3 strike laws that locking up black people. He promote like man, don't go that far. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? But in the same time, you gotta know that the reason they saying that is for a reason. You know what I'm saying? That's not just coming out of nowhere. It really is 3 strike laws that then locked up people. But when they do that and they present it as a joke, just like he said, it takes away the reality of it. It turns it into ha ha he. Let's go to sleep and forget about it tomorrow. So,
and then it's just like you gotta always, like I always was taught growing up, be careful who you entertain. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, it ain't really an age thing, but it is an age thing. You got a lot of young people on the internet. A lot of young people. You got to think about how many people are graduating from high school. Even not even only just from high school, because you go from that
kids
too.
Got phones
That
in
too.
middle school now.
That too.
I mean, everybody got access to the internet.
You got I feel like the immature age group is like I said, it's not really about age, but I gotta put an age on it because these are the people I come across. Like I say, if you like around 23 and younger, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of more people are immature because you got some immature 30-year-olds out there. But if you're blessed to make it to that age, you start to see more and you start to understand more.
Just by sheer fact of being here for 30 years, you're gonna see more than a 16-year-old.
Exactly.
If you apply it or not is on you.
Like I was born in '89, so you know what I'm saying. I'm 28.
He about to be a retirement. I'm playing 30 young, man. See, this might be a thing we playing too much. We doing it our damn self.
But so at my age group, we kind of was like, we was born into the internet. You know what I'm saying? The internet was popping like in like 07.
I would say we broke the internet in. I would say our generation. We made it what it was.
What today. It is today. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't have that problem where you had young people because we was the young people.
We was the immature.
We controlled it the way we wanted to control it. So now, since we're becoming more responsible, being older with this internet, you got so many young people. They never saw all this killing going on because we didn't see the killing all over the internet.
Well, we see a couple fights or something.
Yeah, that's all it was. And that's
those
if
was
you
even
get
rare.
I was about to say that's if you because videos wasn't popping like that.
Yeah, you might as well have been recording with cereal boxes of our videos.
For real though, because you had to do so much to get it to the computer anyway. You had to plug it up and all that just to get that.
Then it'd be a 15-second clip.
Yeah, for real. For real. Because, you know, stuff, data and all that wasn't free. And Wi-Fi wasn't popping like that. Wi-Fi was in certain people's houses, but it wasn't really popping like that. So you wasn't about to use your data just to upload no videos or some bullcrap. So now, since we got free data and all this other bullcrap, we quick to just throw that. So now the younger people, they seeing what's serious going on, people getting killed, people getting shot and all that, but then they also see the jokes that come with it. Because black people are the funniest people on the planet, dog. They make something so bad, so funny. And they don't, it be the day of.
You got people joking about the Chicago girl. Talking about parking the parking lot and all that.
The challenge? Did you see that?
Oh yeah, there's a whole challenge with it.
Dude.
We gonna start getting off topic because I can tell we just hit a thing, but basically to rein it back in because we trying to you know what I'm saying, get a little more efficient with our time. Go ahead.
We didn't get off subject because I was trying to tell y'all we gotta really watch who we entertain because with these jokes and all that, it's confusing the young folks, and that's why they coming out with
it's confusing everybody. Because you got grown people
yeah.
that get threw off too. It's confusing
But
us as a
the only
people.
reason I say young people is because
They more impressive.
you know how when you're a baby and they start you off by putting you in front of the TV and eating this, so when you get older,
it's second
you so
nature.
adapt to it that you don't want to
Right.
break away from it. So
Right.
now when you put
set in your way.
polluting these with jokes and all that,
Right.
they don't know what to take serious. Like we
Right,
know, we
right,
understand that we know what's bad and what's good. We just choose to go wrong.
Right.
They think that okay, somebody get
This
killed
is
the
normal.
first day, it's okay for me to make a joke.
Right.
But go ahead.
Yeah. The hit on that. Basically, Kaepernick is a perfect example of what we need to focus on as far as staying in the moment, staying in reality.
Mm-hmm.
Every time, everybody that's black in America or a person of color in America knows that we got a different experience than white people.
Right.
Now, I'm not about to turn this into a black and white thing because, once again, that's another tactic they use whenever we bring up our situation as a people.
Right.
Whenever we call it to attention that we being treated unfairly or that this situation need a remedy as far as the poverty in our neighborhoods, blase, this and that, it turns into, oh, you guys are just complaining or all you guys are trying to divide the country. Now, like we spoke on earlier, the media is a powerful tool. It shapes people's perceptions and perspectives to the point that it tells people how to think.
Right.
So that's why it was basically a sabotage job when Kaepernick knelt and the reporters started doing stories on it. The narrative was set that he was disrespecting the military. Now, people that's not familiar with Kaepernick, that never knew him a day in their life, the first time they heard him, they said, oh, he's disrespecting the military, he's complaining. So now you got these ignorant people, not ignorant as far as, I'm talking the literal definition, ignorant as in unknowing. They don't know any better. These ignorant people coming out saying, oh, he's boycotting the military, and he's a multi-million-dollar athlete. Why is he complaining saying, oh yeah, black people treated unfairly and I'm $1 million athlete. You're not being treated unfairly. That's not the point he was kneeling. He didn't say I was being treated unfairly. He was taking his platform and speaking for us as a people. And that took more courage than anything a lot of us can really do. Just not saying he's more courageous than anybody, but the position he's in. The platform that he's on, you got people that won't go to work, a regular 9 to 5 for one day and protest of the way we treated. And this is a person with millions more to lose. You know what I'm saying? This is a way bigger level that they got to lose. So it's like, my hat will always be off to Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? For what he did, he took the route of a Muhammad Ali versus the Floyd Mayweather. Now, I'm not saying Floyd Mayweather is not somebody to emulate, because the way he worked the system of boxing and made himself the powerful person that he is, my hat is off to him. I just wish he would combine what he did as far as being his own boss, as far as not giving what was, not only accepting what was given to him, but making it his own way and doing the shit he wanted to do when he wanted to do it, having that boss mentality. I wish he would do that and apply what a Muhammad Ali or a Kaepernick would do and basically speak out for the people. But this situation with Kaepernick showed why that's not an easy thing to do. Everything that Kaepernick did, everything that he stood for, like you said, he took a knee and called to attention to what we doing. And to support Kaepernick, the least we could do was try to continue what he doing as far as it was originally supposed to be boycott the NFL, right? When Kaepernick got blackballed, he stood up for the people. It cost him his job millions of dollars. So, okay, cool. If you gonna punish people for standing up for us, we not gonna support you. That's where the boycott was born from, right? So, when it came time for us to hold up our part, with Kaepernick, we didn't say give Kaepernick no money. We ain't try to take no money out your pocket. We didn't say go march, take time out your day. People wasn't asked for nothing other than not turn on the TV. And people was like, yo, that's too much. This man just gave millions of dollars, put his family, he could have never said nothing and been in the league right now making millions of dollars. But people always say, oh, these athletes make it big and don't do nothing for the community and don't give back. When they give back, it's like you abandon them. Y'all run 50 going north away from them when it's time for you to do something back. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like people feel like they'd rather just avoid, or once they make it out, they not trying to look back at the burning house and go save somebody. Because y'all try to pull them back in and throw them under a damn fell ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you took every word out of my mouth. That it's like when a serious situation come to the light, and you got somebody that he could easily say, you know, oh, this ain't happening to me, so this ain't my situation. This is y'all.
Right.
He said, you know, I know I got millions. I'm on this platform. I'm living my dream being in the NFL. He threw all that away to do something for us, because we're the people out there getting popped in the streets. You really don't hear about too many famous people or powerful people with money getting killed out there. You don't hear too much about that.
Right.
But you do hear a lot about poor black people that don't got no name.
Getting slaughtered.
And then go on, we protest and all that, and we always, like you said, we always bring down these powerful people like Jay-Z or somebody. Oh, you're not speaking up on us. You're not trying to defend us, or you got all this money. We support you. But as soon as they do that, I don't watch the NFL. I don't watch football at all. So I already kind of don't count, but I kind of do count, because, you know, I could stand there and be a voice that, you know, boycott the NFL.
Right.
But people couldn't even do that for 1 week. For 1 week, they made a big deal out of it for 1